Hi, and welcome to Makeup Mugwump. My name is Leanne. Thank you so much for joining me. I had the hiccups right before I started, but I think they're gone. Let's do a full face of SheGlam. I think I'm missing a mascara, and if I want eyeliner, we'll see. I almost have a full face, pretty close to a full face. So I hauled these the other day, so I'm ready to try them out. I'm so excited. My hair is wet because it was wash day. Thank you so much for all of you pulling for the fact that I hate washing my hair, but I did it for you. We're going to start with a liquid highlighter as primer because that's how we roll. This is the Spring It On. Excuse me. This is a watermelon Fanta slushie from Checkers. It's everything that you think it would be, called a watermelon slushie. Anywho, breathing has become difficult for me these days for no reason. I just choking on air. This is in Rose Code, and it's a little squeezy tube. Again, this is my first time using all these things, so let's see how we go. Okay. There's a bit of an odd scent. Yeah, there's a bit of an odd scent. The foundation I have is matte. There's a bit of an odd scent. And it's burning my face. Ouch. This is a no, kids. Just want you to know. I think I'm gonna have to go wash my face. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Washed my face. Reapplied moisturizer and sunscreen. This is a negative for me. I don't know what the ingredients are in this, but this is a no. And I'm gonna throw it away because I'm not even gonna give it away. Don't know what's in that. Negative. That happens occasionally to me. I don't have super sensitive skin, but my skin knows what it likes and what it doesn't like, and now we're red, a bit more red than I would have liked to have been today. But that's I know that quickly when something is not for me. That is not for me. I have put liquid highlighters from all kinds of companies at all price points on my face, and that one's a no. So that's the first time a liquid highlighter has burned like that for me. Other items have burned, but not a liquid highlighter. So new experience, don't like it, would not recommend. So now I'm a little shy of all the other products, but if we have to wash our face, we have to wash our face. So I'm not going to prime with anything, then I'm just going to, I can go on with just moisturizer. This is the Complexion Pro Long Lasting Breathable Matte Foundation. I have it in the shade Fair. So it is in a frosted glass bottle, which is quite nice. It does have a pump. And it will run. Not super runny, but not moussey. So it's a cream formula, like a liquid cream formula. Let's do it. Let's start with a brush. Let's get a brush. Do I have one? Here's one. Oh, she's seen better days, but she's in the to be washed pile. So let's use her one more day. Okay. That's quite heavy coverage. Let's see how we do here. I do have a concealer. It is the total wrong color. We're going to use her anyway, because why not? And let's use a sponge to blend in. The sponge is damp. Let's see how she goes. This is a little yellow for me, the undertone of fair, but we can always make it work. We always do. Okay. Not bad, right? Not bad. I like trying inexpensive products because I like purchasing inexpensive products. These were purchased by me, so SheGlam don't know who I am. But also, I think there's been quite a bit of PR come out from this brand. So it's nice for, in my opinion, I mean, don't get me wrong, if somebody sent me PR, I would be happy to try it too. But there's something else, there's another layer that if somebody's purchased the product, then they aren't under any obligation if there was any obligation. So I'll tell you, the PR that I've gotten, and again, my channel's small, but happy. The PR that I've gotten, there's not been any agreement for what I would say as far as like, I have to say only positive things. There's not, those aren't the types of companies that are requesting to collaborate with me. And I read all the terms and conditions and all, you know, all that before I agree to collaborate with anyone and say, yes, I would like to, you know, receive your product. You have to give them, I have to give them permission. Like, I'm not going to, nobody's just going to send me something and expect me to talk about it. That's not how this works. So it's nice for somebody to buy a product, but it's also like, for me, if I get it in PR, I don't, it's weird. It's like, for some folks, I think that's the difference in PR and like sponsored videos. In sponsored videos, it feels, when the person is being paid to, it's like an ad, I guess, in my opinion. I don't know how accurate that is. This is the concealer that's too dark, but we're going to use her anyway. Because somebody's being, you know, their time is being compensated. When companies contact me, and how small my channel is, that's not what I'm being offered. And I don't know how I feel about being offered a sponsored video where they pay me money. That's different to me than the other types of ways that you collaborate with a brand. It's actually not bad. You can collaborate with a brand for, like, in a, you can collaborate with a giveaway where the brand says, you advertise the giveaway and we will provide the gifts to your subscribers, which, by the way, there is a giveaway live on my channel right now. It ends tonight. So if you haven't already, I'll link it, but it's a giveaway for 3 folks to get an eyeliner stamp kit from iMethod Beauty, which is fabulous. So they said, would you like for us to do a giveaway? I said, absolutely, that would be great. I don't get anything out of that, right? It's not, I don't get anything out of that. But another way that companies will collab with you is to say, we'll send you the product and you tell us what you think, and great, that's yay. Like, they don't tell me what to say. I tell them what I say. Like, that's how that kind works. By the way, this is it's just a concealer. I don't know. This is in Cotton Candy. It is too dark and too yellow for me, but it works today. So we're going to go with it today. There's that. This is the Butter Up eyeshadow stick in Nude. Oh, I said the name, but I didn't show it on my haul. Nude. It's like if a cat tried to say the word nude. I don't know. It's a little dark. as in most things on this haul and try on. But here we are. Let me grab a brush to see if I can blend this out. Use this as an eyeshadow primer all the way up. It's an interesting color, but I think it'll work. It'll work. It's not super blending into my skin tone, but it's only slightly darker. I do like an eyeshadow stick where like you just draw on. You don't have to get anything dirty. You just draw it on. I'm itching right there. It's gonna be a good day. Woo. Also, there are brands that say, hey, we'll give you a discount and you come shop on our site with a discount and do a review. There's some companies that offer the influencer or the collaborator a discount to purchase things to review. That's one way. Another way is that they'll offer a code or a link or both for your followers, subscribers to use to shop and purchase, and that you can get a commission for how much people, a percentage, 1 to 5% or more, I guess, of how much people shop and purchase from the website using your link or your code, as a way to track, how effective that collaboration was. Sometimes they give you a code that your followers or subscribers can use, but you get no commission. It's just a code that your followers or users can use to save some money, but they also track how much traffic comes in from your collaboration with them, and they use that on whether or not they should collaborate with you again. Things like that. So it's interesting. There's a lot that goes on. And I am not trying to be a full-time YouTuber. It's not my job. I have my job that I work, that I'm quite content to work. But it's interesting the different ways that companies offer to work with you. I'm learning as I go. This is something called, I can't remember, and I don't have the box. It's one of these deals. It's got the thing on the brush on one end and the contour bronzer on the other end, and I got it in soft tan. I don't think I got an actual bronzer, so we're gonna go ham on this. Here we go. Blend that in. But folks who do YouTube for a living, they have to do, like, in order to do it for a living, you can do it, you can make money in multiple ways on YouTube. I'm sure a lot of you know some of these ways. I'm still learning. I only have like ad revenue where a company can advertise at the beginning or the end or sometimes the middle of my videos. I don't really know how that part works as far as like how or why a company would choose to do a different ad time. Marketing, I didn't go to school for marketing, so I'm kind of loose and free with my knowledge here. But you can earn AdSense revenue. A lot of people will tell you it's AdSense. That's like the brand or the website that ends up paying you. I'm question marking at the end of these sentences because I am new to this and I'm learning. So I think that's how it works. But you also can have folks who subscribe or follow you, and then they pay a monthly amount, kind of like Patreon, but through YouTube. It's called like a membership, I believe. I don't do that yet, or I don't know if I want to at all. But that's one. And then of course there is Patreon. That's a separate company that you can sign up to support YouTubers, or anyone really, to support them in what they're doing and what they're creating. I have been a Patreon supporter of a few channels, and then also some other folks through other social media apps. So I've been a Patreon supporter, and so I know how that works from that end. This is the SheGlam Lightweight Long Lasting Makeup in Porcelain White. So I've set underneath my eyes. That does well. So let's set on the rest of the face, and I'm going to use a fluffier brush to set the rest of the face with this powder. So there's memberships, there's AdSense, and I'm sure that people who get millions of views on videos are capable of supporting themselves with the AdSense as far as like an actual job, if they are getting millions of views consistently on their videos. But I'm sure they must also do sponsored videos, because I think most of them do. The ones with millions of followers do. You don't get paid like some, I guess when I first started watching YouTube, I wasn't sure how it worked as far as like people who made a living at it, who do it for a living. And so I really wasn't sure how it worked as far as the ad revenue. You don't get paid like per subscriber. Like there's no kind of that deal with YouTube. You don't make money for how many people subscribe to you. You do have more visibility the more interactions with your videos that you have, or the more followers you have, or subscribers, or whatever. And so it prompts others to see your content, but you don't get paid an amount of money for that. So that's the thing. This is the eyebrow marker and pencil that I purchased without knowing, and I think I'm in love with. This is in taupe. It's double-sided. It doesn't come with a spoolie because there's a marker on one end and the pencil on the other. So I had to grab another spoolie from elsewhere. There's the marker by itself. I'm going to use the pencil too. This is taupe. I think this is the lightest shade. There's a brown, and then I think there's a black, like an ebony. Mr. Mugwump's talking to the kid. In the other room. So if you hear mumbling or a low timbered voice, that's him. Ooh, it's itching. Ooh, girl. We've been watching. So yesterday we watched Child 4 on Netflix. If you like documentaries, I've been watching a lot of documentaries this week. So I watched one called The Pharmacist on Netflix, and then I think Murder Among Mormons, about some 3 bombings in Salt Lake City in 1985 or 83. I can't remember. Anyway, watched that. Both of them fascinating. Both fascinating documentaries. Then Friday got sucked in and watched the Trial 4 documentary for Netflix. Super fascinating. And then this morning started on the Innocence Project. Like I'm Netflix documentarying, and it keeps recommending ones to me that I'm like, yep. So I keep watching the next documentary. It's fascinating. Some of them heartbreaking. I mean, like I was in tears last night over Trial 4. It's just a lot. I mean, but very interesting. Learned a lot of different things about the legal system, about forensics, about just interesting things. All of them kind of paced differently as far as how slow or quickly you get information. Some shocking revelations that I was like, I did not see that one coming. But interesting. I am not really a fan of anything horror or gore or anything like that. So I don't enjoy some true crime, you know, podcasts or documentaries because it's too much for me. But these are about my speed. So if you're interested in that, I would recommend all of them. They were all very interesting. And the Innocence Project, they led me into another one, and I was like, I have got to stop watching and get up and do something else. I'm gonna be stuck here all weekend watching these things. So I'll try to meet that out a little better. Okay, so this is brows, face done. I'm not mad at it so far. Not mad. I did not buy like a regular, like a bronzer. So I have I have two blushes. I've got this blush and highlighter, and then this blush. I want to use this blush, and I was like, can this be a bronzer? But I don't think it can. So we'll use that on another day. I'll just use my Physicians Formula. This is an old one. This is a bronzer. It was called the Daily Defense Bronzer. It had SPF 30. I'm sure it's long since it's sell by date, so it's probably not SPF 30 anymore. But it was the back of my drawer, and I pulled it out to use it. Physicians Formula bronzers are amazing. Highly recommend any of them. There wasn't one that I didn't like. So I like a glowy bronzer. I like a matte bronzer. And they have both kinds. So we'll just put this one on for today. I did try a new hair product, I guess, like a curl mousse. So my hair's like kind of crunchy, but I'll wait till it's dry and then I guess scrunch it out or whatever. At some point I want my sister to come over and do her like whole curly girl routine on my head. I would love that because I don't know what I'm doing, and I've seen a lot of videos, but I'm not ready to like wet plop, dry plop, t-shirt around my head. I can't. I've tried it and I'm not very good at it. So we will, maybe one day she'll come over and do it. This is the SheGlam Metallic Glow Blush in Jazzmatic. And I was hoping for a pretty, pop of color. That's really pretty. It does have sparkles in it, but I don't think they're translating onto the face. Maybe they are. Yeah, they are. Let's see if they stick around. Okay. That's pretty. The highlighter is probably the most exciting thing that I got. This is the Cosmic Crystal Mousse Highlighter in Pinky Promise. First of all, the packaging on this is really pretty. The acrylic is very nice. This is the most beautiful feeling thing I have ever felt. It is so smooth. It is so pretty. It does remind me of my velour highlighter from AOA Studio in Sometimes. They have other colors, but mine has been through the ringer, but it reminds me of the feel of that. It's putty. I'm not digging into this, but this has been used and abused and taped together. I mean, it's, we're those people, but it's reminding me of that consistency, and it's just beautiful. I like a highlighter that will give shine and glow, but it doesn't have like base pigment. And I think that's why I like the velour highlighter so much, is that there's no base pigment. So there's not like a stripe of pink on my face from this. It's just the shine. It's the pinky shine. So I'm glittering to the gods now. But I think that's beautiful. I didn't get a spray, so let's use the Jen Atkin and Elf. I'm almost out of it, so we're using her up. And I think that's a really pretty base. I really do. It's quite nice. I really like the eyebrow pencil thing. I think that's, or pencil duo. I think those are fantastic. I'm interested in how this foundation wears, because I think it's quite nice too. And if the concealer's good, we might get one of our actual colors. The eyeshadow palette that I wanted to use today is the Deep Feelings palette, because I'm wearing gray. So I thought it would go with it pretty well. So this is interesting. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna reserve my judgments because I don't know. I haven't ever tried SheGlam eyeshadows. And so we're going to give it a whirl. I don't have like a cream shade. So I'm just going to use one from the Revlon. That's a dub. I'm going to use the cream shade down here. Just real quick to set that eyeshadow stick. Real quick. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right, let's start with the matte gray and see how she do. I've seen a couple of folks use other palettes. I don't think I've seen one on this one, but I haven't gone to look for one. I'll look for a review or a tutorial on this one or a get ready with me. So I don't know. Oh my golly golly. The itching is not this makeup. I itch all the time. If you're new to my channel, it just means it's going to be a good day if I itch. And right there, golly. Now the burning, that was new. But the itching is not new. Okay. So I've got a floofy brush to put this first shadow on. And that's actually not bad at all. Okay. Let's do the other eye so we don't forget what we're doing. Those folks who can do like one whole eye and then, you know, come on and recreate it and remember what shadow they put where, and they've used like 13 shadows. My goodness, those people are talented. I could never. I would be like, I don't know what I did next because I don't remember. If I'm using 2 or 3 shades, maybe, but some of those folks, like, they have so much going on and it is stunningly beautiful. I will never be that kind of makeup user, but I enjoy watching them because they are gorgeous. Okay, actually, I think that's not bad. It's not bad. There are 3 true mattes here. And then this shade has, like, it's like a matte with glitter in it. So I don't know if that will translate on the eye. But I'm wondering if I just want to use the shimmers on a lid anyway, without using, I don't necessarily want to use like brown today. So let's see if we use, I want to use this on the main part of my lid. I think it's gorgeous. And this on the inner part. So looking at these two, I think maybe that's kind of bluey. This one's kind of bluey. This one's kind of purpley. This one's kind of browny. So maybe let's go with the more purpley. This one's called In My Orbit. And we're going to put it on a flat brush. We're going to do it just on the outer edge. And we will take it up into the crease and we're going to blend out with that fluffy brush. We're just going to put it on the outer edge like that. So I'll go ahead and apply it to the other eye and then we'll blend. Okay. See how the shimmers blend into the mattes. Pull that in a little bit. That deep and that pretty. What are y'all's plans for Easter? Y'all got anything going on with your family this year? What y'all doing? I have nothing except Mr. Mugwump bought a ham. And so we'll be having ham tomorrow. That is a kind of Easter tradition, especially in the South, I guess. I don't know if it is anywhere else, but it is for my family. And so, and of course, my Easter basket. So I'll do a video on my Easter basket for those of y'all who are curious about what's in it. I don't know what's in it yet either. We'll see where he went and what he did. He's a mystery, is the Easter Bunny. Okay, here's that Silver Fox shade on the rest of the lid, except for the very inner corner. And I'm using a brush because if I like to try shimmers with a brush first to see if it actually works rather than using my finger all the time. But so this one works with, these work with a brush just fine. That's pretty decent. It's a little bit darker than I anticipated from the pan, but not much. That's really pretty. That is very pretty. Okay. Now for the inside, we're going to use a small brush. So let me we'll use this little cutie here. And we'll use, it's called Tundra, the silver shade up there. Ooh, she came up in the pan. Like, she came way up in the pan. Okay, so that's pretty. Isn't that pretty? I think I need just a smidge more right there to even them out a little bit. And actually, let's go ahead and just do the inner cavern where I normally do it. I think that's gorgeous. Now, I just blew eyeshadow all into my frozen Fanta. It's fine. Do we want to do a lower lash line today? I can hear y'all hollering. I know y'all. Okay, so let's try the Silver Fox just on the edge of this brush. When the light hits it, it shines, so it doesn't look as dark. That's kind of cool. All right, I'm going to take some of the Hazy Morning, the Gray Matte, and we'll blend that out. And blend it kind of way out. Now you can certainly go into that black and deepen up the outer corner. I'm not going to, but you certainly could. And then I'll take some more of that Tundra and drag it into the beginnings of the lower lash line down there. Okay. See what I mean about that Tundra? It kind of goes everywhere, but the other ones didn't necessarily do that. So I've got, this shade is the matte gray that I used in the upper transition and to blend out the lower lash line. This is the outer corner. This is the main part of the lid. This is the inside. So you could do the same look, but with the brown, you know, the brownie shades. And then this one has a tinge of blue. So it's, yeah, it's like a slate blue gray kind of. That one's beautiful. So, I mean, two very beautiful color families on this one, and either of them would work. This is beautiful. I would absolutely do this one again. That's pretty. I wish she wasn't as bulky. She's too thick for what she is. So, you know what I'm saying. This could have been much thinner, the packaging itself, but it's It's quite, I mean, it's quite gorgeous. I think that's beautiful. Okay, so let's liner our face here. And I did not purchase an eyeliner. So, and I actually think I'm going to use a pencil and kind of smoke it out some. So let's do that. This is the Clinique Quick Liner for Eyes Intense in Ebony Black. And I'm going to use her to do a couple of different things. We're going to put it on the upper lash line. Take a small tiny pencil brush and smudge that. Like that. Okay, do that on the other side so we don't forget what we've done. Because I am a goldfish. Okay. Okay. Smudgy on the top. Now, let's do waterline, tight line. Woo! And then just take the brush and gently blend like that. So it's not, it's in my waterline, but I've just a little bit blended down so that it's not too far down, but here we go. I'm capable of doing a lower lash line. I just don't do it. I just don't do it. Now, this would be beautiful with wings, with liquid liner, with gel liner, whatever you like. I mean, this look just would go nicely with any of that. But I think this is also nice too. It keeps, the less black that I have, the less, I don't know, formal it seems. I don't know. Is that, maybe not? Like, I would wear this to work. I don't normally, but I would. Because there's not like a ton of black. Maybe I have crazy ideas, but that's mine. Okay, let's do lippies. I bought one of their dual-ended thingies. This is in Warm Nutmeg. So there's a lip liner on one side and a lipstick, I guess, on the other. Trying to lightly do it so I don't get like way brown. Because brown and gray, well, they go together. This is a little bit warmer than what I would typically wear with this cool eye. But I think it's going to work out just fine. I like it when you get a lipstick and like a lip liner that's meant to go together. So there's like no thinking and there's one product. I like that. It's a nude, but it is, I mean, it's a brownie nude, which I love because I'm me. So we're still a little damp, kids, but it'll work. There it is. There's the SheGlam face. We are very glowy. I mean, very, but it's also beautiful. Like, I think it's so pretty. Don't you? Do you like it? What do you think? Let me know down below because I'm interested in what you think. The brow product is amazing. This is amazing. But I also think I like the powder and the foundation, but we'll have to see how that wears. The eyeshadows did beautifully. I didn't do mascara. What am I doing, y'all? That's because I didn't buy any mascara. Hang on, let me put on some other mascara. Hold on. I knew something looked funky. I do have an Ulta haul coming up. I'm about to film it because I got a box. And then I have another one that's coming too because I used all my points because I couldn't help myself. And there's some new releases that I wanted. So I got them. All right. Let me use Mac Stack for this. Now the claim to fame for this mascara here is you can do it, you can layer it infinity times. Like you just keep right on going. And it doesn't clump and it doesn't get weird. I have layered it, I think 4 times was the most that I've layered it, and it looked gorgeous. Sorry, lower lashes are funky. It's got a ball on, like a slight ball on the end that you can use for your outer corner to get, or your inner corner to get the little lashes that seem to not get picked up a lot by other wands. Like, I think it's gorgeous. That's pretty. Okay. Just kidding. Now that's the look. It looks so good. You forget your mascara. Yes, honey. That's cute. Cool. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and doing your makeup with me, if you did it with me. If you didn't and you just listened or watched or hung out, cool. Let me know down below. Give me a thumbs up if you liked this video. And leave me a comment. Tell me what you're doing for Easter. I'm going to haul some Ulta stuff, so subscribe if you haven't. That way you won't miss those videos coming up. Thanks so much for hanging out. I appreciate y'all.